Hey guys, how you doing? It's Trigger here, and I want to bring you this amazing gameplay that I got on Arms Race, on Standoff, 23-3, got my Lodestar, got my Warthog, and got my AGR. And it was a really good gameplay. I also want to talk about kind of my play style here too, which I did mention before. I used to, basically play as a lurker style, where I'm kind of creeping around corners and stuff, and that doesn't really sum things up too much. So I tried to research this a little bit and see kind of what my play style was, and I try to come up with some decent military terms that are already out there and well accepted. So basically, here's the thing. There's basically three different types of play styles, and within the middle play style, there's a few different things you can use that kind of accumulate, and they kind of make up that type of play style. So here's the thing that I usually do, and I wasn't aware that there was a name for this, but I looked it up, and it's called Coup d'oel. It's kind of hard for me to say. It's a French word, and it's pronounced Coupdeoil. I'll put it down in the description below, and it's basically glancing at the tactical advantages and disadvantages of a terrain, and that's pretty much what's written in Sun Tzu's Art of War. So they both have a lot in common, and that's something I try to use, and that can be used in any of these three different playstyles. But one playstyle is basically a rusher. A guy is rushing around, trying to get kills all the time, and that's kind of denoted with an attrition warfare type style gameplay, where you're trying to wear down the enemy through outnumbering the enemy and rushing. The second playstyle would be more of an in-between, where you're kind of doing a little bit of both, and you're kind of trying to work your terrain, your defenses, your offenses, and you're going back and forth with the aggressive and the defensive gameplay. And the third one is basically camping, that everybody tries to note. Now I'm going to try to go into the middle section, and I've come up with something that I'd like to call G.T.I. One of them is Guerrilla Warfare, the other one is Tactical Withdrawal, and the last one would be Interdiction. And so, basically with the three different type styles within the middle section here, with this G.T.I. that I've basically come up with, this is kind of how I play. The Guerrilla Warfare part comes into where, I'm creeping up on a guy, laying in the ground, and I get the advantage on him because he can't see me. That would be a guerrilla ambush. That's an ambush style of gameplay. Now, with Tactical Withdrawal would be where I feel that I'm at a disadvantage, my teammates are dying, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know that my back is still sort of covered, and I'm going to back up, and I'm going to attack and leave things behind for the enemy to trip on and for them to die from. Or, back up in a position where I can, get them from a defensive point and just keep backing up defensively while I stay alive, while they keep rushing and dying and I'm staying alive. And so the third one would be Interdiction, which is destroying enemies en route to a battle area. Now that would pretty much mean that you could stay inside of a building and shoot from within the building to an outside area where enemies are going to be coming through. Like here, I know this guy's going to be coming through here, so I'm waiting here to take care of him. I didn't notice this other guy, probably because of the the bullet shells flying out of my gun. I probably didn't see him, but that would be kind of interdiction thing right there that that I was doing. I wasn't really withdrawing from an area. I was kind of holding my space. I knew the guy was coming, and I was going to take him out as soon as he popped his head out, because I could see it on the radar that was going to happen, and that sort of thing. So here's a little bit of guerrilla warfare where I'm trying to ambush a spot. I'm taking over this area, and this area is going to turn into a hot spot. So you're going to see me come back here a lot because I know it's going to be hot spots. So I'm going to be going into sort of a interdiction, tactical withdrawal style, and a little bit of ambushing stuff too. So this G.T.I. style that I've kind of been doing for a long time, because my internet's not perfect, where I do have that lag. I've kind of done that for a long time, and I feel like it's a pretty decent style. There's a lot of people that will say, "Oh, you're camping, and I don't believe I'm camping. I do not believe that. I believe that if I was camping, I'd be waiting in an area where the just hoping the enemies are going to come to me, sitting in there for a very, very long time, and maybe someone comes to me, maybe someone doesn't. and that doesn't really help the team out. This style of gameplay does, because it's a little bit of a mixed mesh of assault and defense, and trying to play tactically and trying to play smart. So I like to try to do this. I can't say that I always have the most success, because, you know, the internet lag can definitely kill you at times, but usually I do have fairly decent success, and usually go positive doing it this style of gameplay. If I try to just rush all the time, I end up running into people, you know, hiding there waiting for me. If I end up playing defensive too much, I might not, you know, or camping, I might not get any kills. But if I play this way, it tends to work out, and you usually want to always be in the better situational position where you have the advantage on the enemy. And you know, if it comes to this, I think this G.T.I style is kind of the best thing for me, and I'm just coining it that. You know, I'm calling it that. If you guys want to call it that too, it's fine. If there's something you know is a better term, you know, go ahead and say that too. But yeah, it's just something that I do, and that's just the kind of style of game that I run. So yeah, I just wanted to go through that and talk about it, and kind of the difference between one of the, you know, G.T.I styles of the interdiction versus camping is the interdiction, you'd be destroying enemies en route to a battle area, and the camping, you're basically waiting for an enemy to come to you outside of a main battleground area. So, you know, those are kind of the differences between those two. It's really hard to denote on the battlefield, you know, especially if you're running into a guy that's inside of a building. It's kind of hard to denote. Usually you're going to want to say camper right away, but you know, if you watch the theater mode, you can really like pick up what's going on and, you know, see what's really happening. And here I tried to use the lodestar. It's been months since I used a lodestar. I was kind of unfamiliar with how to get it going right, and you know, I did the best I could. But you know, I just want to kind of talk about play styles and kind of what I do, and you know, and everything like that. And I get a really cool kill with the Warthog here, and finish it up like that. So I really enjoyed this one. It was a really good thing, a really good game to film, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you want to give a like, that'd be awesome. If you want to talk about something, anything on your mind, just let me know, and I will respond in the comments. So hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll talk to you later.